Hey, Angus here, and this is the Kensui Rackable Curl Bar. I believe it's called the Kyoto Curl Bar. Got these little lines here, tell you where to put your middle finger. Boom. Pick it up, take off the rack, get some curls. The bar is 15 kilos, or it's about 15 kilos, it's 35 pounds. The bar's in pounds, it's beautifully rackable. These bends are awesome. The knurl is actually quite aggressive, you definitely feel it. There's some stuff you need to know about this bar before purchasing, but overall, if you want to skip the review, this bar is pretty goddamn cool. You got quite nice long sleeve on there if you want to load stuff on it. The load capacity goes up way more than you need it. I think 600 to 700 pounds, which is great. The bar is 35 pounds, so around about 170 pounds, $170. You'll need to check in your country. They will ship from a European warehouse, a Chinese warehouse, or a USA warehouse. If you're in the UK, because we're out of the EU, you could face a customs charge. Luckily, I didn't get a customs charge this time. I think UPS just messed up because I got 3 bars coming at the same time, and it should have been a 98 pound charge. So that's something to bear in mind if you're in the UK. If you're in other countries, check your own customs things on that. And also message Kensui to see which warehouse it's coming from. If you're in the US and it's coming from China, there could be a customs charge on it. You've got loads of options. These angles are actually just insane for curls. It's so nice for curls. It's really nice for curls, but you've also got stuff like inside grip here for triceps, which is great. And the fact it's rackable, it's just so usable, because this is the main problem with a regular curl bar. I have a regular curl bar here that was secondhand that cost a tenner, and it's delightful, it's nice. It's shorter, it's got a short sleeve, so it's hard to load. It doesn't quite fit on the rack. I mean, it can on the collars, but if you got weight on it, you can't use it. The bends aren't as aggressive, so it's not actually as nice in these tricep positions. It's okay in curl position. I don't hate the bar. £10, who can complain? It's fine. It's really cheap, and this is 170 pounds, so it's definitely a more expensive bar. But because it's rackable, you can do other things with it. You can do chest presses with it. Because it's angled, it's actually really nice for a shoulder press. Also, you got this dimple, so your head's in there, so you've got a nice shoulder press with it. And again, it's rackable, so it's so easy to use. So my barbells stick in the corner here, take it out, put it on. We've had this less than a week, and it's had more use than this bar has had, just because this bar is awkward. When you load it up, you got to put it on the floor, you got to do a kind of deadlift movement. People do that wrong, they curl their backs, blah blah blah, or you're resting it on a box and then it's hard to get your hands on. Where this is just rackable, so you just take it off, you do curls. And we play a little game in the kids class, which is like you go, I go. So first person does 1 rep, second person does 2 reps, then the next person does 3, and so on, and they keep going around in a circle until someone gives up. And this has just been so much easier to do because this is rackable. They do the racket rather than leave it on the red box, and then it's hard to get your hands under, so the game runs smoother. Plus someone can be on the inside of the racket, someone can be outside. So I do my curls, racket, that person goes on, and so forth. So my general opinions on this is cool. I mean, you don't necessarily need to get this bar, which is, there are other companies that do rackable curl bars. These angles are beautiful on this, but again, that's something you need to decide for yourself. But I actually think this is going to have more use than I generally thought. And also something I go on about is friction. There's less friction than this bar in using this bar. And at the end of the day, you want to use your equipment. So multiple uses. If you do have this shoulder injury and you want to get into a nicer position on chest press, this is a good option. This is a really nice bar to go for. It's nicely balanced, it's well made. 0 complaints on this bar. Anyway, that's my quick review of the Osaka curl bar, or maybe it's the Kyoto. Oh my god, it's the curl bar. It's the rackable curl bar from Kensui. I have an affiliate link below. That means I get a little kickback. I don't know if you use the discount code, does that disappear? Anyway, you make up your own mind, and I'll check you on another review.